Oh, come on. Okay, I should be live. Hello. All right, I am live on Kick, on X, on YouTube, even Facebook, and what else? Twitch. I'm live on Twitch even. And so I'm also going to go live on TikTok here on my phone. I can't do it through Restream. Hello, Banter. Let's go. Good morning, Brad. Good morning, Daniel. Lavi. Hello. All right. Let's talk crypto. I want to remind everyone I am a buyer right now. Will Bitcoin go lower? Will the crypto markets go lower? Maybe. We'll see. But we are at the bottom of this range. And as long as we hold the bottom of this range, I am a buyer. So hello, Montana on Kick. Yes. Yes, absolutely. I am live on Kick. Oh. All right. Hey, J and J or JJ and Jess. I hope this microphone's working. It looks like something's up with it on TikTok. So what's up, me? ICP prediction, $223.40. All right, Rhoda from Kenya. All right. Bom dia. On the champagne until the halving strikes zero. Can't sell if I'm drunk. Okay. All right. We hear you. Yeah. You know, I do have a microphone. I'm sure you can hear me. I hope the audio quality is good. So, Alex, how can you say we are at the bottom of this range? How can anyone know that? Literally, it's just drawing lines. It's finding. I'm sorry, that's like a question. I don't even know how to explain that for somebody. I'm assuming you don't do anything with technical analysis. The range is where the traders are looking, and it's literally the range we've been in for the last 50 days. That's such a weird question. It's like I don't even know how to answer that question. Mike went toast. What? Sync is still a good play. Not for a while. I think it's going to take several months for it to for Syncus to recover. It was so dumb. All right, it's back now. Okay. All right, Taritmo. Let's see. I know your LCX prediction is just over $7. What's your conviction it hits at least $5? I mean, it's a low conviction call for $7. I mean, $5 is a lot more likely. I think $5. I would say more than 50-50 in my head. So, HEEHEE $3 billion market cap. Let's see. We don't get support. We could see another 5% dip, couldn't we? Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be wicks below. Now, 10%, where would that be? That would be another $6,000. I don't think 6,000. I mean, we absolutely could. It's not like I'm holding on to this concept tightly, but I believe we're going to hold the bottom of this range. How come alts are holding Altseason? You know, Bitcoin dominance, so, all right, we're talking about support and resistance. I'm looking at my Bitcoin dominance chart on my YouTube channel here, or not on my computer here. And we broke through the top of the 2023 peak with Bitcoin dominance. And now we're right back down to the level of support with Bitcoin dominance. And so alts are doing okay as Bitcoin went from 55% dominance down to 57% dominance down to 55. But, you know, it's not like in terms of Bitcoin dominance with alts, it very much looks like Bitcoin's dominance is going to go higher. So, all right, good to know, Joe. I sold everything at 72K. I'm out till the next bear market. I'm happy. That's great, Ramo. You know what? I mean, you did it. You sold the top. I do think that there's going to be other opportunities, but you know, I do think we're going to go higher. But that's the name of the game. You know, buy low, sell high. I just listen to everything you say. I respect it and follow it. Thank you, Optimistic. Dip after halving. I made a video yesterday. My most recent video talks about what I think is coming after the halving. So this is really important. The last halving, Bitcoin dipped 10% and then bounced right back up, but that's because hash rate dropped because a lot of miners were priced out. Now it's one of those things where, it's definitely hard to sell. Yeah. Now it's one of those things when we're looking at where Bitcoin is priced right now, $62,000. The average cost of mining a Bitcoin is instantly going to double tomorrow. And miners are so much in profit that they're not going to get priced out. And so, oh, shoot. How about I fix my camera here on YouTube and kicking everything? So miners are so much in profit that they're not going to get priced out. So I don't think hash rate's going to drop all that much, if at all. So, when hash rate drops, there's these bots all around the world that will trigger sells because that's just a warning, warning signal. Maybe something significant has happened, so they're going to sell. I don't think it's going to happen this time around. So, because every miner in the world will still be in profit after the next Bitcoin halving. With Bitcoin dominance going higher, will alts dip more? That's not always the case. It really is 50-50. Now, with a market correction, a major market correction, Bitcoin's dominance will probably rise. Thank you, Milas. With a big spike up in Bitcoin's price, Bitcoin's dominance can still rise. So you never know. I have Marathon disappointed with price action. I bought it 2 days ago. Ramo, I sold the peak with Marathon, bought back in 2 days ago. I'm willing to, what I would love is for Marathon to just be flat and I'll sell covered calls on it. So you're saying you don't think a drop is coming after the halving? I think some traders will sell after the halving, hoping that there's a big dip, and I think that they're going to have to buy in higher. So not a huge dip after the halving. All right, let's see. Yeah, live on YouTube and Kick. Thank you so much. I'm way down on Riot. Man, I wish I sold the peak. What can I say? I sold the peak with Riot. I'm sorry about that. Best thing is DCA right now if you can. If you're a macro investor, you love this blood in the streets. Yes, JJ, I don't necessarily disagree with you, but I would not quite label this blood in the streets. There's definitely more fear than a month ago, but if this is blood in the streets, just wait, because there will come a day when there will truly be blood in the streets. Percent chance of testing the bull market support band. What's it at right now? It's one of those things, we've been so far gone from it for such a long time that if we go down to where it is right now, $54,000 or $52,000, I think that's just that we're not gonna hold it, and we'll dump below that. Although the 702 retrace, there'd probably be a solid bounce off the 702 retrace. So we'll see. There is a lot of support there, but if we lose that as support, it'll get ugly. I personally think we'll have one last flush this weekend, maybe a bit more war FUD as markets are closed. Everyone is saying buy the dip. If this happens, this should make extreme fear. You never know, Chiggy. That might be right. Yeah. So let's see. When is the peak after halving? You never know. Most people are going to say what? We're going to have a few months where we're going to build up and it's going to get exciting, and then Bitcoin's going to peak in 2025 or something. I disagree with that. I think right now, I hold it a little bit more loosely, but I think right now Bitcoin is going to peak in 2024, and the total crypto market's going to peak in 2024, and then see you in 2028. Or, actually more so like 2027, that'll be a great year to buy. Or not, no, sorry. 2027 will be a great year to have already bought. We'll see. There's so many things, regulations, all that stuff coming. This cycle does feel a lot different from past ones. It absolutely does. So you're not going to be able to see this for those of you on TikTok. I am live on YouTube. I'm live on Kick. I'm live on X right now and Twitch. So I'm pointing out these charts on my YouTube channel. This is somebody I follow, very smart dude, TXMC Trades. He says, Bitcoin has arrived at one more of its recurring tests where demand must prove itself stronger than the ample supply, which activates at new highs. In each instance, investors are surprised when momentum finally runs out. It's not a question of if, but when. Now that sounds bearish, what I just read, but if you click on the charts, what you'll see is value days destroyed multiple. So that is, I don't know how to explain it. Value days destroyed is the when somebody buys Bitcoin, the amount of man. Let me go to the next chart. Spent volume 6 months to 5 years. That's a lot easier for me to explain. So 6 months to 5 years. That is the amount of people, the amount of Bitcoin that's been held for 6 months, between 6 months and 5 years. And you can see every peak in this chart is kind of near the end, but not quite at the end. So Ramo, I'll respond to the Bare Naked comment here. So January of 2021, we were very near the end, but we were not at the end. And that's where the spent volume for people holding Bitcoin from 6 months to 5 years peaked. And then it went right back down. And then Bitcoin went higher after that. And that was the peak a few months later. Same deal with 2017, 2018. It was earlier, and that was near the end, but it wasn't quite the end. And so right now we have peaked. We've set a peak here of spent volume held 6 months to 5 years. Excuse me. And the hypothesis with this is that this is very similar to January of 2018. And, you know, Bitcoin peaked, sorry, not 2018, 2021, Bitcoin peaked 3 months later. So if we're going to see something similar to that, where Bitcoin would peak 3 months later, that means Bitcoin's peaking in July or August. Just something else to throw out there, you know? So every one of these charts shows the same thing, that we are in January of 2021, and people forget this. Yeah, Ravi, members only live on YouTube. People forget this, but in January 2021, there was a brief moment of I wouldn't say extreme fear, but of pretty significant fear, where Bitcoin had gotten up to $42,000. And then it went down to $28,000. And a lot of us were looking around thinking, man, is this the end? Is this it? And then it wasn't. You know, Bitcoin went from $28,000 all the way up to $64,900. And that is what these charts on that I'm showing on my screen here are communicating. That we're right at that same point in the cycle. And here we are, you know, Bitcoin got up to $73,000. And now we're down to $60,000, and there's more fear. There's this brief moment of fear throughout all this excitement. So anyway, let me respond to that Bare Naked comment here. What's up with Bare Naked coming at you? I feel you're a realist and great info to the community. Here's a couple things that I'll say about Bare Naked. I'm not going to respond to him on Twitter or on TikTok. I'm just not going to. I think that's what he wants, and that's what's going to cause him to like double or triple down on me. Bare Naked hates me. And you know what? I gave him a reason to hate me because I 2 years ago, I called him something that was very insulting in passing during a live stream. It was a YouTube live stream. I just said the comment. I shouldn't have said it. I regret it. I told him I regretted it. And he's never going to forgive me for that. So I'm not going to say what I called him. But if I called any of you that, you'd probably respond the same way. You'd not want me. You'd hate me forever too. So there's that. Now with VRL, the funny thing is with VRL, I know without a doubt that I acted with absolute integrity with that cryptocurrency. They approached me to do a promotion. I accepted. I did research on it. I liked the cryptocurrency. I thought it was going to go up. I thought it was going to go up very, very high, much higher than where it went. And so I was like, sure, I'll do a promotion. And I fully disclosed that in my video. He acted like he caught me. It says in the video, this is a paid promotion. You know, so I liked the cryptocurrency. I bought the cryptocurrency. I disclosed that it was a paid promotion. You didn't have this gotcha moment with VRL. And then people brought up some concerns to me. And so I did not leave a stone unturned with VRL. I examined everything, and I even at one point came to a conclusion that these concerns were legitimate. And so I got in their faces, the VRL team. I brought everything up to them. And here's the unfortunate thing that happened. We had a video call scheduled for Saturday or Sunday of one weekend, and then he canceled, the founder canceled on me because he was sick. And I was convinced that that was a stall tactic. So I made a second video warning everybody, guys, I am sorry. I no longer trust this project. I would encourage you at the very least to, you know, if you bought in, you're up 6x, at the very least be taking your initials out, and then we'll see what happens if we reschedule this meeting. And so then we rescheduled the meeting, and literally every concern that I brought up to them, and I thought that I had indisputable evidence that they were being shady about stuff. Literally every concern I brought up to them, they addressed, and they showed me ample evidence that they were trying to build something legit, something that'll be, eSIM technology. Bare Naked says, oh, eSIM's been around for such a long time and blah, 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 and everything. Yeah, sure. But there's no such thing as eSIM technology on the blockchain. And so in eSIM, 99% of people do not have eSIM in their phones. So it even though it's been around, it's very early in the stages of perhaps being disruptive. And so I'm like, yeah, I like this. And they went above and beyond to prove to me that they are actually trying to do something legit. Now, unfortunately, here's the crazy thing about all of this. I made a third video presenting some of that evidence and presenting evidence that they were partnering with a major carrier in the UK. And that major carrier saw my video, and because of that video, like they didn't want that information public yet, so they dropped VRL, and I felt so bad, like it was kind of my fault. But, you know, what they have is in high demand. Another major carrier reached out to them right away, and they're launching in May. And so I still like VRL. I stand by VRL. You know, the thing with BNC, it's like, the funny thing about it is his content, I like to watch his content because he provides a different perspective than anyone else. And I find myself agreeing with him a lot. But we have that history where he wants to make me look as bad as possible. He wants to convince you that I'm some kind of monster. And I wish that wasn't the case. I wish I could take back what I said. I don't blame him for having this vendetta against me. I really don't. I wouldn't, if somebody called me what I called him, I would just like, all right, you know what, forget, I'm done with you. But that's not how he rolls. It's okay. He's made lots of content against me over the years, and I just it's a part of my life now, you know? So all right. Something's wrong. Okay. I'm gonna Okay, I see your comments. I'm just we can talk about that in another live stream. So anyway, that's the only time I'm going to talk about that during this live stream. If we're going to talk about that during another live stream, we can talk about it. Hey, Alex, my top 4 cryptos are AOS, LCX, Ondo, Vara. What's your thoughts on them? Let's see. I don't know much about Vara, but like AOS, LCX, and Ondo, I've talked a ton about. You know, Ondo is one of my top 2 RWA cryptos. AOS is one of my top 2 AI cryptos. And LCX, I mean, I'm very bullish on LCX. So Let's see. Yeah, his comments about he doesn't have a wind of how he came to be as a joke on a live. Ravi, yeah. And you know what? The thing with he is coming next week. I will put plenty of concerns to rest next week. So I am not making money off of he. I am trying to build something that will cause other people to make lots of money. So where do you think this market's heading next? I'm a buyer right now. That's all I'll say. We're so excited for the thing. Let's see. Other comments. Guys, I'm live on YouTube. I'm live on TikTok, Kick, X, all of the above. So, Untexas, thank you so much. All right, I'm not going to read any other comments about BNC. Guys, you know, I mean, all right, I'll say one more thing about him. What would you rather eat? A steak on a garbage can lid or feces on fine china? I would rather eat, as much as it would be difficult to do it, I would rather eat steak on a garbage can lid. That's what I think about, and I say that as a compliment. I just don't like the presentation, that's all. But that's what I would say about BNC. So what do you think about maximum number of coins for 20K portfolio? It matters more about time. It matters more about time than like how much time do you have? If you have lots of time, then lots of cryptos. So much creator of drama of late in the crypto space. I used to get involved in that, especially with Pablo. I'll even say with Pablo, like I was in the wrong. Okay, there's another, like I was in the wrong. So I'm done with that. After the bull run, are you selling Bitcoin to buy again when it's low? I'll probably sell some Bitcoin, but I always want to be holding Bitcoin. You never want to get caught flat-footed with Bitcoin. So is Jasmine bullish? I have an 11.5-cent price target. Isn't that how you're supposed to eat steak? I've been doing it wrong the whole time. That's funny. Where do you see ICP going? $223.40 is my price target. All right, very happy with my picks now. So we wait near render, injective, fetch, beam, Solana, ICP, Tau, X5, and I'll be happy. Largest holding, smallest. I think you'll get an X5 on that. I hope you do. Yeah. Render versus Ocean. What's your thoughts on stacks? I mean, Ocean, you never know with this ASI merge. So I would still say render anyway. Stacks, I think Bitcoin Layer 2s have a ton of potential. So let's see. Any thoughts on Realio, price target? I'm just bullish on Realio, RWA, small cap. Thorchain Runes price prediction. I did make a video on my YouTube channel, World War Bitcoin. Wait, Thorchain Rune, not runes. Let's see. Thorchain. $54.86 for Thorchain. Did you load up on render yet? Not quite yet, but coming very soon. So, Arc Block price prediction. I don't have one. That's a very difficult crypto to predict. I feel like Bitcoin is a bit high to jump back into. No. I mean, so from a perspective of when should you have bought your bag for the bull run, your holds that you're just going to hold throughout the whole thing. It's late to buy Bitcoin. But if we're talking about trading, at this point, Bitcoin is an exciting trade for me. I bought yesterday. I opened a long yesterday at $61,400. And it went pretty well below that. I was nervous about that for a second, but it's in profit right now, and I'm confident with that long. So, say in Sui, should I hold? Yeah, I mean, right now, the time to have sold was not now. It was weeks ago, a couple weeks ago. Oh, man. All right, let's see. You don't think Bitcoin will hit 750K years down the road? I mean, how many years? I do believe we'll one day see a $750,000 Bitcoin. Yeah, very much so. So, but when? You know, this decade? I don't know. It's possible this decade. I don't think this decade. I would think in the 2030s. So I see a 20x on ICP. $223.40 is my price target. So I can see Bitcoin dump to 10K. You never know. Guys, I am open to anything. I am open to any possibility you throw out. Could I see Bitcoin going to 10K? Well, let's say that this is the .com bubble and it's 1999. Could Bitcoin go to 10K? Yeah. Do I think Bitcoin's going to 10K? I would say no. So let's see. Will Bitcoin hit 70K tomorrow or day after tomorrow? Please reply. That's such a bizarre question. No, Bitcoin is not hitting 70K tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. I mean, anything's possible. Maybe there'd be some kind of massive short squeeze, but I think it's very unlikely. DGI Games and Sync, is that a good project to invest in now or not? DGI Games and Sync, I would wait on Sync. I think Sync's going to just be scraping the bottom of the barrel for the next few months. DGI, I haven't looked at a chart in DGI, but I am in general bullish on it. So yeah, Katamoto, I think that's going to do well. Do you think we'll have a good alt run like previous years? Yeah, that's the thing. No one knows. Yep. A good alt run like previous years. There is the likelihood that Bitcoin's dominance is going to peak at some point and then plummet is very high. I mean, the spot Bitcoin ETFs throw a wrench in that, but that's how it's always been. And so there are no rules. It doesn't have to happen like that, but that's usually how it happens. And so I'm looking at my chart, my Bitcoin dominance all-time chart right now, and it's like Bitcoin's dominance. Generally, here's the thing about Bitcoin's dominance. It will rise for 3 years and then dump in year 4. And so rise. So 2018, Bitcoin's dominance plummeted. January of 2018, it bottomed out at 35%. And then it just rose. And it rose until, when was that? January of 2021. That was 3 years. It peaked on January of 2021. And then boom, it dumped like crazy until it bottomed out on May 10th of 2021, which was the peak of the 2021 bull run, the peak of euphoria, at least. I know that it put in a higher high, but altcoin, Bitcoin's dominance goes up for 3 years, and then it flash crashes. And so is that going to happen again this time around, or at some point? It most likely will, in my opinion. So will we have an alt season? Yes. Will Bitcoin's dominance go back down to 35%? Probably not, because the institutions are only buying Bitcoin right now. So we're going to need to see retail get in big time, and then Bitcoin's dominance will dump hard. I mean, Bitcoin's dominance is not going back up to 72% like it did in 2020, but maybe we'll get to 60%, and that'll be the peak. And then we'll see a nice altcoin run where Bitcoin's dominance goes down to 40%, something like that. We need some kind of move to the downside in the DXY. DXY is running strong right now, 106. So US dollar index, the alt season, I think will have to accompany that. Will the stars align? It seems like it. I mean, I think the US dollar is very much overbought right now. So, all right. Sorry, let's see. What about the hypothesis that the market is near saturated and that the bulk of previous retail capital is not coming back strongly? There's so many hypotheses to throw around. That could be one. I mean, retail is not in right now. And so if there's a scenario where retail never comes back, then we are at, or maybe we've already reached the peak. But I think, the market makers in general, they want retail to come back. So, Baby Doge. I'm not paying attention. Baby Doge. Dollar got a drop for crypto to go up. Yeah. Will an ETH ETF affect Bitcoin dominance? Is there going to be an ETH ETF? I've kept on thinking like we were going to see one in May. That's the deadline, right? But I'm not hearing anything in terms of rumbling with that. So, bald-headed Jimmy Head, I see your comment there. Cardano or Doge? Man, Doge. Well, shoot. Let me walk that back. Cardano, I'll say Cardano. So my price target for Cardano is $4.86. I know that it's pretty depressing looking at the Cardano chart. $44 right now, 44.5 cents. I just think that towards the end, whenever that is, Cardano will make its big run, and then that'll be it. So, RIP CAD, yeah, for sure. Cardano is actually a pretty good buy spot right now. Did you say earlier that LCX has a 50-50 chance of hitting $5? I would say, yeah, about 50-50. The web is always evolving and changing the financial landscape. Crypto goes up 100%. All right. Mana, I wouldn't touch Mana anytime soon. It's a Euphoria play. Wait for Euphoria. Or wait for right before Euphoria if you can. Yikes. Gas is up 14 cents per liter. XRP will hit $1 in like 2 weeks, according to many reports. Invest in it fast. Man, you know what? I'm not going to agree that XRP is going to be $1 in 2 weeks, but XRP, I'm telling you, XRP is at a great buying point right now. It went right back down to it wicked a little bit below it, but its bottom, its 2023 bottom went right back down there. I did not think that there was going to be another opportunity to get an XRP at that price. So I would have no problem buying XRP right now for a good short trade. So what's your total market cap prediction? $7 trillion. XRP has been in a downtrend for years. You're absolutely right. Yeah, definitely. But XRP, I'm just saying, I'm just talking about from a perspective of a trader. XRP is a very intriguing option right now. Have you looked into VRA and the changes? A little bit. I don't like it. So what about Polkadot? I made a video on my YouTube channel titled "Don't Buy Polkadot, You Stupid Idiot." Polkadot, they have everything going for them in terms of developer activity. They just can't get it done when it comes to usage. So I'm not touching Polkadot. And that was one of my biggest disappointments in 2020 as well. So Stochastic, yeah, Stochastic is way oversold. RSI, even regular RSI, in bull runs, RSI usually bottoms out at about a score of 40. That's where the RSI is right now on the daily chart. Weekly, I'm assuming it's still overbought. Oh wow. Oh wait, that's Stochastic. I mean, Stochastic on the weekly, we could still go down a little bit. RSI is very much overbought on the weekly still, but that's not surprising. Do you still think 23 cents for VRA? No, I don't. Not anymore. ETHgate getting serious? I don't know what that is. XRP and ADA are already too big to be pumped. I don't believe that they can go up and make someone rich anymore. Yeah, I mean, Bernard, I'm not touching. I have some Cardano. I'm not touching XRP for buying and holding. I will trade anything. So young Pezion base, no. If you are forced to sell today during emergency, which one would you sell? Brett, Illuvium, or Pendle? Easily Illuvium. Easily. I'm not a fan of Illuvium. Crow price prediction, $1.80. What do you think of VRA now? I just answered that question. What's up, Jet? So I don't like what the little that I've been able to research on what's going on with VRA. I don't like it. So Ondo and AOs for gains. Yeah. Render, very bullish on Render. It's one of my top 5 or one of my top cryptos right now. Beam price prediction, I think it was 27 cents, something like that. I don't remember. Aave price prediction. That video is coming very soon on my YouTube channel, World War Bitcoin. Head over there and hit the subscribe button. The Aave video is coming next week. So HBAR price prediction. I made a video on my YouTube channel, World War Bitcoin, titled "Don't Buy HBAR, You Stupid Idiot." My price target is 42 cents, which seems appealing now that HBAR's dumped. But, you know, back when it was at 14 cents, you probably wouldn't have wanted to buy HBAR. So I drink the tears. I got so much hate for my HBAR prediction. And then I got this comment on that YouTube video yesterday. Starting to think he's right. I wish I would have invested in Solana at this point. Solana, one of my top 5 bear market buys. I was saying don't buy HBAR. I was saying buy Solana. I'm starting to think capital invested in HBAR is capital that is sitting out of this bull run. Hope I'm wrong. But this is... Oh, man. LRC price target, $4.09. Has your price prediction changed on LCX because of the way the market is? No. Listen, I mean, price targets are just, they're price targets. I have no intention of holding 100% of my bag in the hopes that LCX would go to $7.37. I would probably have 5% of my bag left at that point. That's what you got to do. Somebody criticized me for that. It's like, that's how you that's how you do this. Somebody criticized me for that, saying like, you know, he's selling way before his price targets. No, that's what you're supposed to do. You don't hold on until, you don't hold all of your crypto that you buy for a cryptocurrency until it gets to your price target, because there's a good chance it's not going to get there. ICP price prediction by 2030, much higher. I don't have a price prediction though. Sorry, I'm not sure if I missed your response, but do you have a risky, potentially really high return play? I mean, HEEHEE. There's that, but let me think about that. Risky, but potentially high return. I mean, AI tech, that's high risk. I mean, I could name so many cryptos. How about I'll just go with AI tech, but don't be holding AI tech too long. What's the next Solana of this bull run? ICP? It could be, but like ICP, what they need to become an access cryptocurrency like Solana. So where people buy Solana to get access to their ecosystem. We're not seeing evidence of that yet. I really am rooting for ICP. I think ICP is eventually going to be that. So, but I mean, the problem with what's the next Solana is that Base has filled that void. Base is now the competitor to Solana. But Base doesn't have a cryptocurrency. So it's like, oh man, who benefits from that? I guess Ethereum, maybe. Not like Ethereum. I mean, maybe it's Ethereum. Because you have to buy Ethereum and bridge your Ethereum onto Base. I mean, there's easier ways around that now, but I'll get some HEEHEE for sure, yeah. Thoughts on OrdiSwap? Very bullish on it, yeah. Would you hold some VRA still? I'll hold some VRA. If I bought some, I'd hold on to it. Maybe sell some of it. What about safe high return? Pendle. Thank you for that cowboy hat. Thoughts on Noblock? I high conviction Noblock. I talked about it a lot. One of my favorite DeSci plays right now. Maybe my favorite DeSci play. Still very small market cap. How about Jasmine, 11.5 cents? Node AI thoughts, made a video about it before it exploded. Very bullish on it. I mean, it needs time to chop. So it might go higher than your target. Yeah, it could. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, a lot of people tell me that my price targets are too conservative. So maybe I hope every one of my price targets are too conservative. I don't think so, but best way to get some HEEHEE, you need a Radium. Sorry, not a Radium. You need a Solana based wallet. I have Phantom. So you can get some HEEHEE that way. And then you could get it on Jupiter or Radium. Jupiter's easier. OX protocol, don't know enough. Thoughts on Quant? Losing faith in Quant, but I think it will explode towards the end. So have you heard anything from VRL? I mean, I follow their X account. They're still planning on launching in May. So nothing's changed with my opinion on VRL. And now, I mean, let me say this. BNC, his video got taken down. I don't know, whatever. But he made some good points in that video, things I had never considered. So I do appreciate that. But eSIM technology on the blockchain, or eSIM on the blockchain is not, that's non-existent right now. So when you're buying back in, I've bought back in. VeChain price prediction, 33 cents. Thank you for that follow, JJ. Injective keeping some value. I don't know. Injective lost the range. So where's Injective right now? I mean, Injective is way oversold. I'd be buying some Injective. White Grader. What is this effing S? I don't know, man. Welcome. SUI predictions. SUI, unfortunately, is very highly inflationary moving forward. So you got to keep that in mind, because you're going to hear my prediction and think, oh, that's way too conservative. Actually, maybe you won't. I mean, $11.43 is my price target for SUI. So are there any new cryptos you plan to? Nah, I'm just buying conviction right now, but once we see confirmation of a bounce in the market, I'll look into lower conviction. What's your thought about VRL? Talked about VRL already a ton. Can you explain runes and how to attain them? I still need to look into that. I don't know. Yeah, easy to swap for HEEHEE. Is API 3 a good investment? I think so. Where's API 3 right now? I like it much better than Chainlink. I'd be buying API 3 over Chainlink. So $31.82 is my price target. It's currently at $2.21. I'd say that's a good investment. Have you done an Ondo video? I did one on my YouTube channel, World War Bitcoin. Very bullish on Ondo. Are we pumping up now? I mean, not really. We're at 62.6, but Celestia, it's way down. I think that's a good one to be buying. Modular blockchains. Thoughts on AXS? I would not touch AXS. Axie Infinity, way too highly inflationary supply. So prediction for Bitcoin, 155,000. High conviction for Solana, Pendle, Ondo, AVAX, Link, and Ethereum. What's your top 5 conviction? I don't know what my top 5 for conviction is. Pendle is easily on that list. Tau is on that list. Ondo is probably on that list. You know what? How about this? Pendle, Tau, Ondo, AOS, and Render. Litecoin price prediction, $466. Yeah, TC Chong, 155,000 is my price target for Bitcoin. So Goldfinch, I've already looked at Goldfinch. Thoughts on Superverse, top 3 gaming cryptos. I picked up Injective and Arbitrum 3 days ago. I think those are both good buys right now. So good call. Yeah, Bernard, I'd be holding on to Tau. I should buy XRP now. Not financial advice. I'm talking about for trading, not for long-term holding. For trading, I think XRP is a good buy right now. Inflation on Jasmy is non-existent anymore. Yeah, they were highly inflationary last cycle, but forward-looking, they're not inflationary at all. So let's see. Guys, for those of you on TikTok, I am live on YouTube, World War Bitcoin. I'm live on Kick. Would love some support on Kick. I just started an account on Kick last week or 2 weeks ago, something like that. So I'm sharing my screen. You can see everything. I'm live on X even. So you can see everything on my screen on all of those platforms. GRT, $2. I think my price target is higher than $2. $2.92. Thoughts on Solana now? Do you expect it to keep growing market cap dominance? Yes. Yep. But I mean, listen, I was bullish on Solana at $7. It was one of my top bear market buys. I got so much hate. People saying that Solana was dead. I got so much hate from people for being bullish on Solana at the bear market bottom. And so I've sold a large majority of my Solana. I sold it after it got to $100 to look for other opportunities. And I'm glad that I did. You know, my price target for Solana is $694. That would be awesome if it got there. I think it will get there. But no, it's $691, excuse me. But there's just better options for returns right now. But then, you know, Solana market cap dominance, yeah, its market cap dominance I think is going to grow. So any low cap RWA with high potential, Realio. Which games actually earn you crypto? I'm trying to get rich. I have no idea. It's too creating an ecosystem where the players of the games earn good amounts of crypto. It's almost impossible because of supply dilution. You don't think your dimension price prediction is too low? It might be too low. It's very difficult to predict prices for new cryptocurrencies like Dimension. So off to kick. Okay, see you, bald headed. Thank you, Junichi. Thoughts on Parsec? I'm not a fan of Parsec. It's dead, I think. So Ape, no one comes to talk about it anymore. I don't care about ApeCoin. Not at all. Thoughts on AOS? Very high conviction, very bullish on AOS. $3.40 is my price target. Should I convert my VRA to NEAR or ARB? It depends. Do you own any NEAR or ARB? Are you overexposed to VRA? There's so many. Pendle price prediction, $57. When do you think we will top out in your peak price for Bitcoin? I think 2024. Don't have a specific day or month. $155,000 is my price target for Bitcoin. Wow, just a dude. Double down on Syncus. That's crazy. Shiba, trade out for TIA. No. I am telling you. I mean, man, thank you, H&H. ICP, $223.40. Good morning, Kaleem. Guys, meme coins, think about what retail knows about crypto. They know very little about crypto. And so something like Shiba Inu is very much, in my opinion, going to outperform Celestia. It's to me, that's a very high conviction. Like meme coins, I hate to say it, especially because I created one, but they are, well, no, you know what? I was gonna say they're like a leech in the crypto world, but really everything's a leech. You know, everything is vaporware until being proven otherwise, except for Bitcoin and except for maybe Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash. Everything else, until proven otherwise, I will say is a guilty until proven innocent with every single cryptocurrency. Now, the ones that I would very much be like, no, that what I'm saying. Let me put back a rebuttal. Is if that project actually makes money, then you know what? It's not nearly as much of a leech. Solana makes money. Forgive me, Tron makes a lot of money. Ethereum, like I said, makes money. Thorchain makes money. Uniswap makes money, but then they have the SEC after them now. There are Binance Smart Chain makes money. There are very few. It's like 12. There are very few projects that actually make money. So I created a community coin. Thank you. Yes. Alex, 2x longs to hold like spots for the coming year or so. Yeah. That's fine. You know, lots of them. Alex Gala swints to super. What? Is your Ondo prediction too conservative? It probably is. Yeah. When I made my prediction, it was like a 20x, but then Ondo's been killing it. So thoughts on Oasis Network? I'm not a huge fan. Should be okay. Even people with no knowledge of crypto still know certain project. And as far as meme goes, SHIB is the one. Yeah. New people will buy SHIB. Get HEEHEE to 20 million. I mean, it fluctuates. We'll definitely be joining you on Kick. Awesome. Thank you. What's wrong with VRA? They're doing something with their tokenomics that's just it's a fancy way of saying it's inflationary. So is render still worth it? Very much so, yeah. I'm not sure if I should buy ICP now or after the halving. If ICP is at a good price, not financial advice, you should buy it. I know their all-time chart is disgusting, but thoughts on days after the halving, pop or drop? So in 2020, Bitcoin dumped 10% and then it bounced right back. So I think it's going to do the same thing. Well, no, sorry. I'm distracted right now. I don't think it's going to do the same thing. And the reason why is I don't think hash rate's going to drop all that much. So, man, I know there's an easier way to do this. I'm a boomer when it comes to trading view. Look, ICP is at the bottom of a range. ICP is at a great price to buy right now. Don't worry about before or after the halving. ICP is at a phenomenal price to buy right now. Are you saying ICP is at a good price to buy right now? Yes, Jake. Great price to buy right now. I know that you asked that question before because YouTube's a little bit delayed. That was just really funny. Can your fave longtime mod get a follow back on X? Why? Yeah, sure, V33. You are my favorite. You've done an amazing job moderating. Yeah, you definitely deserve a follow. Thoughts on Filecoin? Please no. Please stay away from Filecoin. Filecoin. You know what? I need to add Filecoin to the list. But I'm telling you right now. So I've made 3 videos titled "Don't buy this cryptocurrency, you stupid idiot." Don't buy HBAR, you stupid idiot, which I am very much being proven right about right now. Don't buy Polkadot, you stupid idiot. And then when I make my Filecoin video, it's going to be "Don't buy Filecoin, you stupid idiot." And I would say that with more conviction than I would with HBAR or with Polkadot. Filecoin, there's probably now, last time I checked, there were 9 times more FIL in circulation than there was in 2021 when it peaked. So do the math. Filecoin peaked at $175. If Filecoin gets to $17.50, I wouldn't say that's a big if. There's no guarantees that Filecoin will get to $17.50. But if Filecoin does get to $17.50, that will be a double top in its market cap. That's insane. So what are we thinking for Filecoin? Is it going to double its previous market cap? Get up to $35? I know that Filecoin looks attractive because, oh, wow, it's 99% down. I don't know how much it's down from its all-time high. No. Now, I mean, there was a great longing opportunity on Filecoin a few days ago. I'm looking at the chart right now, but no. ICP team usually dump their coins price. That's why I don't like it. You can short it, but long-term need to be avoided. I mean, your comment would make me say short-term need. Well, no, long-term. What are we talking about? 2024, 2025? If we're talking about this decade, ICP is going to be deflationary this decade. So I hold ICP, but it reminds me a lot of ADA in the last bull run. All right, yeah, that's good. That's a good thing. Are you doing a chain swap deep dive and price prediction? I've done 2 videos on TikTok about chain swap. I think that's enough. Alex, what meme coin do you think will 30x this year? Plenty. I mean, good luck. Dare I say HEEHEE. So Bitcoin to 58K. It is definitely possible. But again, I'm going to say it again. I am of the opinion, I mean, it went to 59.7 yesterday. I am of the opinion that for those of you watching my screen right now on YouTube and on Kick and on X and on Facebook and Twitch. You know, guys, for those of you on TikTok, I'm live on all those platforms right now, and you can see my screen. I'm bullish at the bottom of the range that we have been in for the last 50 days, and I'm bearish at the top. Until we break to one side or the other, I am bullish at the bottom and bearish at the top. We very much tested the bottom of this range. We wicked below that significantly yesterday, but we held it. Wicks don't count. So I'm bullish at the bottom, bearish at the top. And so right now I'm bullish. I mean, all right, Bitcoin's at 63.2 right now. And another, something that we do need to pay attention to, the spot Bitcoin ETFs, they're starting to be net negative. But, if we were to see a new return in excitement in market sentiment, then we can see the spot Bitcoin ETFs turn positive again. So bullish at the bottom of the range. HEEHEE, dude, no brainer. Okay, sorry, I'm catching up on comments here. Iran can give us the 58K, Bob. Absolutely. Listen, I am very much open to the possibility that Bitcoin would go to 58K. But here's something I tweeted about on X. Let's say that you believe 58K is the bottom. You got to think about this in risk to reward in terms of probability. I do not believe 58K is the bottom. I believe that what we saw yesterday is about the bottom. Okay. So maybe we'll go a little lower, but I actually do think yesterday was the bottom, 59.7. I have been communicating all week. I am a buyer. I am a buyer of Bitcoin. I'm a buyer of certain altcoins. I think this is a good time to buy for what? Short-term, medium-term gains. I think it's a good time to buy. And so let's say that I'm right and you're wrong and you're waiting for Bitcoin to go to 58K. When do you realize that you're wrong? Because right now Bitcoin's at $63,000 and you're still thinking that you're right. Well, when do you realize that you were wrong? Is it $65,000 for Bitcoin? Is it $70,000 for Bitcoin? In other words, when do you start buying again? Maybe you don't buy at all. And so then maybe you just miss out on an enormous buying opportunity. But then for me, if I'm wrong and Bitcoin goes to 58K and that ends up being the bottom, then, okay, you know what? I have some short-term losses here. I'm going to keep buying. I'll buy some more. Now, the only thing, like if you think 58K is the bottom, I think, not financial advice, you should be buying right now. If you think we're going much lower than that, that's a totally different story. But again, if you think 58K is the bottom, I would be buying right now. So should we dump DOT? I mean, my price target's over $40. Now's not the time to dump DOT. But I've never said this whole time for 2 years now that you should be buying Polkadot. And I know a lot of people have been very bullish on Polkadot. I have not been one of those people. Thoughts on Jasmine in the next couple months? I'm bullish right now. And Jasmine has been holding up very well. Yeah, pretty well. So I think Jasmine's going to do well. Bulls are holding 60K well, yeah. Doesn't Litecoin usually pump after the Bitcoin halving? I would say Litecoin pumps after Bitcoin crosses and holds its previous all-time high. So Litecoin, Bitcoin crossed its previous all-time high and did not hold it. So once we get into clear price discovery for Bitcoin, I think Litecoin's going to do well. Have you heard of OpenLM revenue share token? I have not. OLM, it's another AI token. Looks like it's going to be integrated by Aura. I'm sorry, I don't know anything about it. I'm not going to look into it right now, Mikhail. Thank you, Alessandro. Don't hear many people talking about XLM. I'm one of those people who's not talking about XLM. I just think I think best case scenario, it's going to go back to its previous cycle top. So, am I screwed with Syncus? I don't think so. I just think that you're going to have to wait for a long time, like several months. What's your name on Kick? World War Bitcoin. Thank you, Kaleem. Hello. ALCX, don't know enough. Do you have any thoughts on pups? No. Oh, meme coin on Bitcoin. All right, so I saw a Joshua Jake video. It was very intriguing to me. It was about a what was it? Oh, what was the cryptocurrency? Where like if you hold that cryptocurrency, you will get airdropped a bunch of meme coins that are built on Bitcoin. Some of you probably know that. Some of you probably already saw that. LFG, there we go. LFG. That was the first I had ever really heard about LFG. No, I mean, people have asked me about LFG and I've been like, I don't know anything about it. But then I saw that Joshua Jake video and I was like, man, that's a pretty compelling thing, get airdrop some of the first ever meme coins built on Bitcoin. So you giving up on VRL, watch the ride. I still hold some VRL, so I guess financially I have not given up on VRL. But here's the problem. I mean, there's several. They just keep on getting fudded. There's some criticisms of their founder. His name on the website is M. It only says M Wakas. Well, let me tell you something. I know his first name. His first name's Muhammad, and he lives in the UK. Find me a place more racist. I mean, well, I don't know if that's true, but like for Muslims in the UK, I'm sure they experience a lot of racism. So he puts his name as M, but and then somebody accused him of being this other guy who's rug pulled before, and he's not that other guy. It's just they keep on getting fudded by so many different people, and so I'm losing hope in that regard. Can they keep on overcoming this? So, but I am cheering for them, very much so. Why are people so sure there will be an altcoin season? Is there a chance only Bitcoin will go up? There's definitely a chance crypto of the future. I would say the reason why, am I so sure that there will be an altcoin season? I am, more than 80% sure. But if you made a case for why there wouldn't be an altcoin season and you presented compelling evidence, then I am very open to hearing that. Will most altcoins moon during alt season or only a handful? If we have alt season, right? Most of them will moon. Yeah. InfraX, don't know anything about InfraX. Will I need to be around during when the thing happens for HEEHEE? I'll be on a cruise with no internet next week. I don't think so. The thing, because it's happening earlier than we were planning, I think the big thing with it is that it's going to be more of a thing that's going to draw influencers into promoting it and not as much of a global news event or anything like that. But I'm telling you, the appeal that happens after the thing, I think is going to be there. So our advertising after that's going to be, it's going to be like butter, like slicing a hot knife, slicing through butter. FX1, don't know enough about FX1. How many more times must I comment a question for it to be addressed? I've been doing it for 20 minutes. All right, there's almost 400 people in this live stream. I'm also live on YouTube and Kick and X. I'm reading comments from all over the place. Good luck. I responded to that comment, and I'm probably, you have a better chance on YouTube or X or Kick. So swap Filecoin for FET. I just don't know about this merger to give you confidence saying that you should swap Filecoin for Fetch AI. So, but you should swap Filecoin, not financial advice, for other things. What do you think of the circulating supply is going to be for ICP by the end of the year? I don't know. I haven't looked at their tokenomics in a bit, but I don't think forward-looking their tokenomics are that bad. So InfraX and Arrow, don't know enough about InfraX. I've already talked about very bullish on Arrow. I think 60K is the bottom, but another black swan will take us to 48K. Yeah, I mean, black swan, the nature of a black swan is that they're unpredictable. So we can't be counting on a black swan. I know that there's plenty of things we could look at right now and be like, oh yeah, black swan, it's coming. But the thing about black swans is that they are unpredictable. You know, an easy one for us to point to is World War III. But you know what? When Russia invaded Ukraine, we were all very much, I mean, I wouldn't lump myself in there with you, but we were all very much of a mindset, all right, World War III is imminent. And now that Iran is involved with the conflict in Israel, same deal. People are saying World War III is imminent. Thank you, Dr. Jones. But things take time. Trump rules, thank you. Things take time. You know, World War II, it didn't happen overnight. It took years and years of a buildup. And then World War III, maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. So couldn't it go lower to test 56K? Anything's possible, yeah. LFG, DGen, Runestone, that's LFG. Man, very intrigued by LFG. Thoughts on Andy? I haven't looked into Andy, and I'm not touching it right now. Missed that boat. So STX price prediction. It's a little too conservative, I think, but let me see STX, $11.67. Plenty of NFTs on Bitcoin doing that. Okay. Polygon, I think Polygon's going to do just fine. $7.86 is my price target. Check out Runestones. I've been asked to check out Runestones. I'll look into that eventually. Could you possibly update your tracker to code for high, medium, low conviction plays? Maybe. I'm not promising you anything with that. So I am a Sikh in UK. It's racist as heck. Often subtle but crazy racism. I'm not surprised at all by that, anxious investor. Yeah. In UK, there's so much racism towards different communities. And so people are criticizing M. Wakas on the VRL website for his name only being M. He knows if he puts Muhammad on that website, that people are just going to assume that he's a scammer. I really do feel bad. I'm not a Muslim, okay, you know, but I feel for Muslims that they do have to face that kind of stuff. So surely burning supply. We'll see. That's why I never hold less than 50% Bitcoin. Don't know what you're responding to, but yeah. Thoughts on Demo? Demo's coming very soon. YouTube channel on my video here. Next week, towards the end of next week. Very intrigued to look into Demo. Where can I find your price prediction sheet? It is on any of my YouTube videos, not my live stream videos, but any of my YouTube videos, World War Bitcoin. If you head over there, hit the subscribe button while you're there, turn on the notification button, join the channel as a member. We have member-only live streams on YouTube every Tuesday and Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But in the description section of every one of my YouTube videos, you will see a link to my spreadsheet. Bitcoin's pumping. I mean, we'll see. All right, $63,600. That's fine. Thanks for being so honest. You're welcome. AXGT and Ring AI. I hold both. I'm bullish on both. Bear's getting wrecked. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with all these comments on X and YouTube here. Where do you set your moving averages at? Where do you set your moving averages to? It's a automatic indicator here. So let me see if it shows up. It's this one, EMA 20, 50, 100, 200. So that is, if I have a daily chart on, it's a 20-day, 50-day, 100-day, 200-day EMA. If it's a 4-hour chart, it's 20 times 4 hour, 50 times 4 hour, et cetera, et cetera. So is LFG, is the LFG everyone talking about gamers? I don't know. I still need to look into it. ACH, is anybody holding, and are there any thoughts on it? I have an ACH video coming very soon. So, Cubic, Tau, Able, and Rio. That's not a bad list. I don't know anything about Able, but the rest of them. Bitcoin back to 63K, yeah. LFG. I'm assuming it's gamers. Help me out with that, and I don't even know how to pronounce that. Noble Blocks, Axie price prediction. I don't have one yet. I need to add that to the list. So Axie Infinity is coming. I'm not super bullish on Axie Infinity. Noble Blocks, again, very, very bullish. Yeah. Noble Blocks tokenomics thoughts. It's a new cryptocurrency. Brand new cryptocurrency. So only 10% of their supply is released. Of course, that's something you need to keep in mind. But it's a $4 million market cap. So my mindset, you know, I talk about it getting to $1 billion. My mindset is more so $1 billion, $1 billion fully diluted, which is still much higher than where it is right now. So can we add Echelon Prime to the spreadsheet? I will if it's over a $50 million market cap. I think it is. Yeah, number 109. Oh yeah, definitely. We'll do that. Oh shoot. Let's see. I hope it will not pump. Having a short on it right now. Good luck. I think the next liquidation is going to be bears getting liquidated, not bulls. So, HEEHEE to the moon. You're welcome, Alessandro. Thoughts on Wild? Don't know anything about it. LFG, yeah. Zay. I used to be much more bullish on Zay than I am now. Their tokenomics looking forward are not great. So, thank you, David. Satoshi Island. Don't know anything about Satoshi Island. Do you know anything about Vulcan gaming coin with very small market cap? Or sorry, not a very small market, a very ugly chart. Could it come back? Sure. There will be, during Euphoria, gaming will return. Have you done a video on OPSEC? I did a short video on it. I really like it. I get a lot of alpha from your live streams. Thank you. Should I buy Fetch? I don't know because of the merger. I just don't know what that's going to look like. Big liquidation pool at 72K. That maybe that'll propel us. Sorry, TikTok. Yes, he's gonna melt faces. Why no locked liquidity on HEEHEE? Liquidity is locked. What are you talking about? Now there are big wallets. Like I have the biggest wallet, and you're gonna see something next week that'll be intriguing. But go to Dex Screener. It says liquidity's locked. If you could only select 3 cryptos this bull run, which 3 would you purchase for maximized profits? Man, that question is so frustrating because I can give you what do you want me to do? Do you want me to give you low conviction but could many X, or do you want me to give you high conviction that will not do as many X's as the low conviction cryptos? I'm going to give you one, and it's more on the high conviction side. It's Pendle. Ordinals Boy, don't know anything about Ordinals Boy. Would appreciate a price prediction vid on OPSEC. It's too new, too small. Sorry, I'm not going to do it. HEEHEE chart on TW looks messed up. On TW? Twitter? Let me look. I think you must be referring to what happened, right? So here's the all-time chart with HEEHEE. And let me explain to you what happened. I casually mentioned, all right, you know what? Let's just push this thing forward. I created this cryptocurrency on a website called pump.fun. And I was like, I don't think I'm going to do anything about this. But then people just kept on buying it, and they kept on buying it and buying it and buying it. And they got more and more excited about it. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let's just do it. And then it just snowballed out of control. I wasn't prepared. I was blown away when this thing got to a $2 million market cap. I was blown away. And then so I said on a Friday of a weekend, like, all right, let's go ahead. Let's see what happens with this. And by that Monday, and then I had a really busy weekend. By that Monday, this thing had gotten to a $20 million market cap. And then it just went crazier and crazier. It got up to a $60 million market cap before I could even really do anything. Like, I made one video talking about how it's like, all right, you know what? I'm in. And it got up to a $60 million market cap. And then somebody suggested that I talk to a lawyer. And so I shared, hey, you know what? I think it would be good for me to talk to a lawyer. And this thing that went from a $60,000 market cap to a $60 million market cap, just those words, because this was within 3 days, just those words, I'm going to talk to a lawyer, caused the whales to exit big time and caused this massive panic that brought HEEHEE down from a $60 million market cap to what, a $3 million market cap. And now it's back to $20 million. And I'm not sorry. It got out of control. People got more excited about it than I wished that they had gotten. I wished that you could just delete this part of the chart and what you would see is a cryptocurrency that's just steadily growing. But we have that big run up because, man, it was 3 days. It took 3 days to get to $60 million. What do you think people are massively in profit on this cryptocurrency? What do you think they're going to do? Yeah, they're going to take profits. Anyway, yeah, the chart looks messed up. Yeah. I wasn't ready for that. You still stand with GFI? But the thing is happening next week. Do I still stand with what's GFI? Oh, Goldfinch? Yeah, Goldfinch. I made one video talking about Goldfinch. I was like, yeah, I like it. That's really it. I haven't done, I don't own any. I think this is going to do well. Yeah, sure. I definitely still stand with it. Are you bullish on Emerald? Seems great. I haven't looked into it enough. Small cap RWA. So, excellent job as always. Keep up the great work. Always stay blessed. Thank you. Netmind AI, don't know enough. DGI, going to do well. Thoughts on Vinar and Kyber? Don't know enough about either of those. 3 cryptos this run. HEEHEE, and HEEHEE. Would you swap Cardano and Hedera for Pendle? Yes, I would. And I rarely ever give thoughts like that. I would swap Cardano and Hedera, not HEEHEE. I saw the HE for Hedera, not HEEHEE. I mean, maybe HEEHEE. That's how much I love Pendle, but I would swap Cardano and Hedera for Pendle. Ton in this bull run. Ton's already done way beyond what I had ever imagined. I don't know. There's one that I definitely need to have a price target video for. But Telegram, excuse me, Telegram-based cryptos could very much be the narrative. Not the narrative, like one of the big narratives. So, why are you bearish on HBAR? Could you please just watch my video? Don't buy HBAR, you stupid idiot. I've talked about it a ton. It would take me 5 minutes to explain all the reasons why I'm not so excited about HBAR. No offense at all. WSG games, I don't know anything about WSG games. Hoping to pick up some Pendle at 436. I don't know if it's going to get back down that low. I mean, you never know. I mean, it's pumped so much. So, Cosmos, not super excited about Cosmos. HEEHEE or Hex. Oh, man. That's a laugher. HEEHEE or Hex. Dude, what is up with Hex, man? I hope it comes back. I don't know. All right, so 50-day EMA for Pendle is at 479. Maybe a wick below that. Would have to happen soon, though. Do you know what happened with Hammer Finance? I don't know anything about Hammer Finance. Never heard of it. Nakamoto Games. I'm not super excited about Nakamoto Games. Mark, I hope you're right. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not promising anything. Have your thoughts on VRA changed? Yes, they have. Did you change your mind about your ICP 2023 video? I did change my mind, yes. XRP or HEEHEE. Oh, man. All right, golden pocket and order block down there. That's why I say 430. Okay, okay. Yeah, I don't know anything about WSG games. Best strategy with 2K and bull run. Buy more coins or a couple. I'd buy like 5 to 8. I think that's good. Thoughts on Cubic? Still need to look into it. So Nakamoto Games, here's the problem with Nakamoto Games. I'm going to go to their rich list. So their supply is extremely concentrated. Extremely concentrated. Anytime you see a cryptocurrency like this, I mean, my goodness, man. 24.24%, 22.2%, 13.89%, 10.53%, 8.33, 5.66, 5.56, 56, 2.78. The top 10 holders own a lot of this supply. Although I do wonder if this is a burn address. But even if this is a burn address, this top one, that's still a lot. That's still a great deal. So Nakamoto Games, when you have holders like this, they're the ones who are going to decide when the end is. But they're competing against each other, and they're going to be up so much. I mean, if you own 18 million Nakamoto Games tokens, that is like $40 million. And so you're going to be more content with a 2x. You know, you're not holding this right now hoping that it gets to a 100x. It's not happening. You know, you're not and you'd be insane to be holding that hoping for a 100x. So these whales are just going to be chipping away at their supply, and then one of them, I am certain of it, is going to dump their bags at a time when, you know, influencers are going to be on the oh my goodness, Nakamoto Games at $1.43. Wow. I might be interested in buying Nakamoto Games soon. But, you know, on the day of the peak, there's going to be people calling for Naka to do a 100x or something like that. From where it is, it's like, Alex, I don't know what's up, but I got 0 notifications. You were live from TikTok and YouTube and X and Kick. I'm sorry, Serge. I don't know how to fix that. Price prediction for Redo. I don't know anything about Redo. Pendle, a good price to DCA. I mean, it's very much, I mean, it's holding up strong. But here's the problem. If we see some kind of big market correction, I could see Pendle suffering more than anyone else because they're so, you know, they're so over, just because of how strong they've been. But if you don't own any Pendle, I'd be buying some Pendle. Reef, I don't have a price prediction for Reef. ICP 223.40. IMX, very highly inflationary, was one of my top 5 bear market buys. It pumped like crazy. It's not there anymore. $12.89 is my price target. I don't know anything about I don't know enough about IOTEX. Could you expand on VRA, please? New price target. I don't have a new price target. I just don't think it's going to 22.5 cents. Something about their tokenomics that I still don't understand. That's what's going on. Arrow price target. I don't have one. It's too new. I'm probably not going to do one. I'm just bullish. Memes, surely a strong narrative. Oh yeah, definitely. David, what's the thing? You're going to have to find out next week. Wait and find out next week. I'm hoping it's going to be big. Thought on AOS. AOS is one of my top 5 high conviction plays. I'm very bullish on it. Thoughts on Caspa. Caspa's been struggling lately, but I'm not worried about it. I think I've been saying $1.05 is my price target, or $1.07, excuse me, $1.07. So Caspa, I still stand by that. It's at 11 cents. That's not even a 10x from here. $28 billion market cap. I could see that. Anything you think is a legit 100x play? No. I mean, will there be 100Xs? Sure, for some meme coins with extremely small market caps. We are so far beyond that. It's like there's a lot of cryptocurrencies that have already, there's some cryptocurrencies that have already 100X'd. The real bull run is over. Now, listen, there's still a lot of money to be played, but I talked about this all throughout 2021. You know, people buying Cardano at $1, hoping that it was going to go to $5 or $8. All they got, if they sold the peak, which they didn't, was a 3X. But if you bought Cardano at the bear market bottom, 2 cents, and you sold it within 20% of the peak, you did more than a 100X. And then people buying it at $1 being like, hey, when's the bull run? What do you say about that? You think those platforms are doing it? Serge, what do you... I don't know what you're asking. Alex, price target for Brett Base. Multiple billions of dollars. I just don't have a price target. I'm long on Render at 775. ICP at 1195 with big leverage for the long run. I think that's going to pay itself out for you. That's great. So Render, $8. It's in my buy zone. It got well below my buy zone, but it's in there now. So thoughts on Celestia? I own Celestia. I'm selling all of it in October of this year. They have a massive unlock coming on October 30th. That's going to really suppress the price. So have meme coins flatline since the dump? Will meme coins flatline over the summer? I mean, let's see Pepe. I think they're close to a bottom. Let me see Shiba Inu. Yeah, close to a bottom. So I think they are like worst case scenario is we're going to see flat for meme coins. I'd be loading up again on meme coins, but there's going to be another big run. I don't know if it's, you know, I did talk about earlier on this live stream that current price action is very similar to January of 2021. There was this brief moment of fear in January of 2021. I remember it very well. Bitcoin had already gone up to $42,000 and then it went down to $28,000. And a lot of us were thinking, oh man, I think this is the end. I wasn't, but I know a lot of people were. And then Bitcoin went from $28,000 to $65,000 within 3 months. There are a lot of similarities right now to January of 2021. And for those of you watching on my screen, value days destroyed, very similar to January of 2021. Spent volume, 6 months to 5 years, very similar to January of 2021. Transfer volume ratio, very similar to January of 2021. Entity adjusted MVRV, very similar to January of 2021. If we are right now in January of 2021, what that would mean, and it's hard for me to picture this because you never know, but what that would mean is that we are going to see a very significant leg up in Bitcoin and then followed by alts, and alts will explode over the next 3 months. Now, it can play itself out much differently than that. It could take much longer than that. We could, sell in May and go away is sometimes a thing. So maybe it's all of that is delayed until the third quarter. You never know. Maybe it's delayed until after. Maybe it's never going to happen. It's just these are all guides. We don't have to see these things happen. Bump on Solana is the one to get in now. Solana, I mean, oh man, I messed up on Solana. This happens way too much. I had an entry at 125.97. It didn't fill. I set a new entry. I intended, don't say maybe it's never going to happen. Maybe it's never going to happen. Don't be suspicious. I intended on setting a new limit order at 127.09. It went to 126.75. That was the bottom. I think it was yesterday. I accidentally set my limit order at 125. So the limit order that I meant to set, and it was 10x leverage, so I would have doubled my money by now. The limit order that I intended to send filled, which I didn't set. The limit order that I did set did not fill. Man, that happens all the time. And so plenty of times it fills. And if I was a full-time trader, man, I would be killing it right now. And I will be a full-time trader in the bear market, but not right now. So I'll double it next time. Thank you, Brandon. IMX, $12.89. Buy more HEEHEE. Not financial advice. I think you should. Ajax or Render. The thing is a 1970s Volkswagen boy. Wouldn't that be hilarious? If Benji, I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well. Do you have a full-time job? This is my full-time job. Wouldn't it be hilarious if I was like, all right, here's what I'm going to say. The thing is t-shirts. Free t-shirts for every HEEHEE holder. That's not what it is. But oh my goodness, people would flip out. What do you think about AXGT? I like it a lot. $500 million market cap is my expectation. Tezos prediction. Did I do that? Yeah. All right. I just today published a price prediction video on Tezos. I don't remember what my target was. It was not a new all-time high. I'm sorry to say. PNG Pangolin, don't have one. Pepe, $45 billion market cap. I don't know where its market cap is right now. Are your price predictions still the same? ICP, LCX, VeChain, Near Protocol. For those, yes. What's your prediction for AOS? $3.40 is probably way too conservative. Caspa or Alephium? Alephium. Can Brett get to $1? Brett. I think that's a $10 billion market cap. If it's a $10 billion market cap, yes, it can get to $1. Yes, that's a $10 billion market cap. I think it can, but I'm not holding out hope that it does. What's your take on bots trading meme coins? Saw meme coin traded back and forth at the same sell and same buy. Found it weird. Whatever, they're trying to get a leg up. Sure. Do your thing. Don't know if I ever heard you talk about it. Harvest Finance. Love it when you're on live. Thank you, Darlene. Did I talk about Harvest Finance in a video? I talk about so many different cryptocurrencies that I don't know if I've talked about Harvest Finance. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to look into it right now. So price prediction for Produce AI, too new, too small of a market cap. So sorry, I'm not going to do that right now, but maybe eventually I'll look into it. If you think those platforms are blocking you from showing your live notifications, they have done it to others in the past years. Okay. I just don't know. I mean, are they blocking me? I mean, when I go live, there's plenty of people on my lives. So you're welcome, Shake. Copy you, David. Okay. What are some of the best bargains right now? I just got some AVAX. I just think alts in general are bargains right now. Solana was yesterday, so not Solana anymore. I'm just looking down the list here. ICP, and you're gonna kill me for saying this. I'm just gonna say it. XRP is at a great price. Don't hate it, don't date it, just trade it. So, what platform do you use for leverage? For me, it's Bitmart. Someone made a spam account on TikTok of you with like 22,000 followers. There's multiple accounts, spam accounts on TikTok. It's not just one. I block somewhere between 5 and 10 fake World War Bitcoin accounts a day or fake Alex Costa accounts. So it's unfortunate. I would love to get verified on TikTok, but I guess I'm not important enough. And I guess it doesn't matter that, a handful of my followers will get scammed every now and then. Redo. I don't have a prediction for Redo. I might be the first one owning a HEEHEE t-shirt. Nice. Oh, you're wearing it right now. That's awesome. I loved the channel before the HEEHEE era. Oh, well. All right. Bull got a notification on TikTok. What's your price prediction for Axelar? I don't have one. Index. I don't have a prediction for Index. If you combine all your price targets, do they add up to 7 trillion? They shouldn't add up to 7 trillion. Yeah, Jet, I remember your World War Ethereum account. Because they'll peak at different times. So my price predictions, the market cap they should add up to more than $7 trillion. Because, you think Bitcoin peaks, let's say Bitcoin peaks at $155,000. Bitcoin will, that would be a $3 trillion market cap. But then let's say Ethereum peaks at $11,689. What market cap is that for Ethereum? I don't remember. Let's just say that's $1 trillion. I don't know. I don't remember. Let's say it's $1 trillion. Bitcoin's market cap on the day that Ethereum peaks would not be $3 trillion. It would be, it'd be lower. It would probably have peaked at a different day and be lower than $3 trillion. Maybe it would be like $2.25 trillion. So it should not add up to $7 trillion. Do you have a price prediction for Pepe? $45 billion market cap. Wife reveal. My wife never wants to be in any one of my videos or anything like that. She was in my live stream when I went live for the solar eclipse. So, Pendle's still your highest conviction? Yes. My wife is I am very attracted to her. Okay. Your resonance. Alex, what is your comment about what Bare Naked Crypto said in his video about you and VRL? I already addressed that once this live stream. I'm not going to, and I spent like 5 minutes talking about it. He doesn't know. He's basing it off of one video. He acts like he caught me. I was very transparent with it. And I even did everything I could when people brought up concerns to me to address those concerns. I left no stone unturned. I'm still a believer in VRL. And my last thing that I'll say is Bare Naked Crypto hates me, and he's always going to hate me. And I kind of earned it. I earned his hatred because one time during a live stream in passing, this was more than 2 years ago, in passing, I made a comment. I called him something that was very insulting. And I later on told him that I regretted saying that. That was, I have no problem saying, like, I'm sorry for saying that. But a guy like BNC, he's never going to forgive you for something like that. So just know, this isn't the first time he's made a negative video about me. Or made a negative X post because he posted on X as well. He very much wants to damage my reputation. But with VRL, I acted with, my conscience is clear. I acted with absolute integrity. So, he even in the video was like, hey, look at his eyes. He's reading a script. And I do that on I write a script on all of my videos where the ones that I edit in CapCut. I have a script on every one of my videos. He didn't catch me. I was very transparent that it was a paid promotion. Anyway, I've talked too much about it. So he seems like he hates everyone. I wouldn't be surprised if he hated me more, because none of the other people, like the first ever negative video that he made about me was in response to the thing that I said about him. And I owned it. I fully deserved for him to make that video. But ever since then, it's like every now and then he'll comment about how awful of a person I am. He called me a wolf in sheep's clothing. And I'm like, you know what? It's just, as long as I'm a content creator in this space, there's always going to be something on the horizon that BNC is going to say about me. And I think the best thing for me to do is to not publicly respond to it. I'll gladly address it during a live stream. So Mark, please do the math. I don't know, $45 billion market cap, not million. He hates himself. BNC seems like more of a scam artist. Castle Winter, I have to disagree with you. Now, I don't love the presentation, but there isn't anything in any of his videos that I could point to that I would say, this guy's trying to scam you. I'm being real, okay? He's very negative about crypto, but like, I like his content. He offers good perspective. Thank you, Country Crypto. I see your comment there. He hates Thai crypto the most. Yeah. What did you call him? I don't want to say it. If I called any of you that, you'd be upset with me. I'll just say that. It was the kind of insult that somebody like BNC would be furious about. All right, we're moving on. Ty and Bear Naked, we're going to box. I'd be up for that. And honestly, I mean, it would just be, when I saw BitBoy do that, I was like, man, I told my wife, I was like, I would love to do something like that. I don't care if I won or lost. I would just be like, that sounds like a lot of fun. So. Why Pendle? Watch my video. Oh man, I can't go into it again. Watch my video that I made on TikTok on January 26th. I spent a lot of time. I think I spent 4 hours making that video. All right. HEEHEE on Coinbase soon? No. Props to owning it like a man. Thank you. I mean, VeChain price, 33 cents. I don't have an Akash price prediction. All right, let's see. Comments on YouTube. I'm not going to respond to the BNC comments. Yeah, JRC, I see your comment. Not going to respond to it. Serge, I see your comment. Not going to respond to it. Video about bugged exchangers on my profile. Auto exchange Bitcoin, ETH, Omox X10 rate. Okay. Kinshi, I see your comment. It was worse than that. HEEHEE should sponsor my Circle Track stock car. It would look good with some HEEHEE logos. Sam, sure, you know. Send me a message. I mean, I'm not going to spend thousands of dollars on that, but what's your opinion of Alephium? Very, very confident. My price target's 90 cents. It's holding up well. It's been holding up pretty well recently. So wait, my price target's $90. I think I said that right. Alephium's at a good buy point right now. I'd be buying it. Now, it is a low conviction call for it to go to $90. When do you predict Altseason to hit? I already talked about that. It might be very soon, but if I remove emotion, like I'm just generally a skeptic that Altseason is coming soon. I've presented lots of charts that would communicate that we are in a very similar position to January of 2021. And if that's the case, alts would rip very soon. So spell Alephium. I'm simple. The ticker is ALPH. Highest convictions, Pendle, Ondo, Aos, Render. HEEHEE on Binance soon? No. Do you think anything, is this 2024 bull run matic? Yes, lots of things, but they're already much higher. You know, like Caspa. Caspa is already this bull run matic, but you were supposed to buy it in 2023. 2024, it's too late. So, thoughts on Crest? Don't know anything about Crest. Ben Cohen thinks rate cut is on the horizon, and his ETH TA shows a drop further below 1,800, which means many alts will drop as well. He thinks Altseason is further down the line. Thoughts? It has to happen soon. So he thinks Ethereum is going below $1,800. If it doesn't happen soon, it's not happening. It'll happen much later. But I disagree with him that rate cuts are on the horizon. And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if he had revised that by now, because listen, the Fed with inflation rising right now, though, I mean, it's rising right now. That is their number one priority. The only reason why they would lower rates right now is if they see some kind of catastrophe on the horizon, which I don't think they're seeing yet. And so this tool right here, the CME FedWatch tool, just Google CME FedWatch. We have the May Fed meeting. 98.1% chance that they're not going to lower rates in May. And by the way, lowering rates, maybe short-term a good thing. Maybe the DXY would go down a little bit and we would see alts do well. But fast forward a few months after the rate cuts and it's not a good thing. So 98.1% chance that the Fed is not going to lower rates in May. It's not happening in May. It's just not happening in May. June 12th, 2024. 84.8% chance that the Fed is not going to lower rates in June. It's very likely that it's not happening in June. July. All right, we're getting closer now. July, 58.5% chance that it's not happening in July. So let's just say it doesn't happen in July. The next Fed meeting after that is September, which seems like an eternity from now. So I don't think a rate cut is on the horizon. If you were to force me to choose a time when the first rate cut is going to be, I would put my money on September. And so all of that other stuff wouldn't happen until, you know, if that's the first thing that would have to happen, then all those other things would not happen for Benjamin Cohen. And listen, I do respect Benjamin Cohen, but when I disagree with him, I'm very much willing to put myself on the line against him. He's a smart guy. I have perspectives that I think he doesn't have, especially when it comes to rate cuts. Rate cuts, my profession, out of college and everything, I had to focus a lot on interest rates. I am very rarely wrong about interest rates. So what do you think about Alephium and a zero? Zero, not so much. Alephium, very bullish, talked about it. It's not too late for Pendle, no. Algo thoughts, $1.72 is my price target. I'm not super bullish on it for this run. Next bear market, I'm buying a bunch of Algo. Have you looked into SPCT? I have not. I don't believe in talking bad about people, but just looked up BNC. Why wouldn't anyone make fun of that guy? Oh, man. Sorry, I didn't mean to read a comment about BNC. Listen, content A+, presentation, take it or leave it. Hi, Alex. Is Ondo worth buying? It's only 4x from now. Don't worry about my price target. My price target's probably too low. Top convictions. Again, Pendle, Ondo, AOS, Render. LCX and Aerodrome, I've talked a ton about both of those. Very bullish on both of them. Besides the thing on HEEHEE, have you seriously considered merch associated to your future as a YouTuber? I have not seriously considered it. I'm open to it. I just don't want to spend time working on stuff like that. That's like, I have my strengths and my weaknesses. Working on a clothing brand is not one of my strengths. So Moonbeam, Moon River, I did a Moonbeam video on my YouTube channel, was not excited about it at all. At all. I don't remember a price target or anything like that. You're now off TikTok. I'm not off TikTok. I'm live on TikTok. What are you talking about? Sweet. I'll send you a message. Okay. People listen to Ben Cohen. Why wouldn't you listen to Ben Cohen? He offers a good perspective. How is your conviction on Manta price prediction? It's pretty low, but I could see it going much higher. So, any news why we pumping? I don't know. I've been saying we're going to pump. Fortnite bricks thoughts. Don't know anything about that. Thoughts on Beppe? Beppe is going over 100 million in my opinion in market cap. It's like 5 million right now, I think. AO's X5 from where it is now. Don't worry about my price target. All of my AI price targets are probably too low. Hit that like, fellas. Thoughts on Bitcoin now that it's pumping, having a pullback? Having has a pullback, correct? Watch the video that my most recent TikTok video. I talked about that. I theorize or hypothesize that that we're not going to see that much of a dip after the halving because hash rate is not going to drop all that much. Miners are enough in profit that they're even after the halving they're still going to be in profit given where we are with price action. So Superverse price prediction $14. Yeah, Manta, please watch my video. Price prediction on Say. It's on the spreadsheet here. $4.12. Thank you for updates. You're welcome. You still think bull run will end in 2024 or continue to 2025? I am much more open to the idea that we're going to run into 2025. I don't think it's going to be the end of 2025. Did you say 10 million or 1 billion for Beppe? 100 million. What was your profession? Mortgage banker. Thoughts on Manta? Talked about Manta already. Look up the YouTube video. Hey, Bitcoin's at 64. Thoughts on ICP? Please stop spamming. $223 is my price target. Sorry, Alex. I don't remember what you're apologizing about, Serge. Do you think the DDoS attack will... I don't know anything about a DDoS attack on Manta. Bought AOs at 15 cents. Awesome. Saw on X about ETH gas fees refund scam or not. That sounds like a huge scam. If there's some link that they're telling you to click on, I would not touch that with a 10-foot pole. Your wallet's probably going to get drained. I've not heard of Nye. And are you invisible? Stop it. Stop it. I'm trying to respond to so many comments. Okay. Can you check Monavale? Not right now. Are you still bullish on Mint Layer? Yes, very much so. Zeta Chain price prediction is too new. I like it a lot, but it's too new. Flux, you can check that out on my YouTube channel, World War Bitcoin. My Flux price prediction is $14.21. All right, Slayer hater, I'm muting you. Prediction for Noble Blocks. I think it's going to $1 billion market cap. Hello Labs. All right, I had Hello Labs in my list of cryptocurrencies to review and give a price target. I got so frustrated because I couldn't find much, and I'm not a big fan of Hello Labs anyway, that I just gave up. So I will never have a price prediction for Hello Labs. I don't really care about media, about what they're trying to do, entertainment on blockchain, whatever. So... Bitcoin formed a cup and handle on daily. I'm not seeing a cup and handle. I'm just seeing we're in a range. But Manta is also new, but there you have an argument. Yeah. XCN, I don't know anything about XCN. All right, Bitcoin has hit 64K. Are you sure it will not hit 70K in 2 days? Oh, it certainly can. It just seems very unlikely to me. FYN, don't know anything about FYN. Price prediction for mint layer, too small of a market cap, too new. All right, guys, for those of you on TikTok, I am switching to subscriber only. Syncus, can't do anything with Syncus. I don't think Syncus is going to do anything significant for the next 3 or 4 months. But when Euphoria returns, Syncus is going to do well. All right, sub only. So many people have been talking about Bitcoin. I have a feeling that there's some new money coming in. I hope so. Euphoria coming. Again, you know, for everyone on YouTube, Kick, etc., it seems like we could see Euphoria very soon based on some charts that I'm seeing. Now, that's so hard for me to envision that Euphoria would be like within the next 3 months. So, Leroy, thank you so much. Review of your predictions. How accurate have they been? In 2021, they were not very accurate. The reason being, you know, in 2021, before 2021, we always had blow-off tops. And I was assuming that we would continue to have blow-off tops. I think everyone was assuming that. So all my price targets were under the assumption of blow-off top. If I had known that we were going to have a distribution top and not a blow-off top, then my price targets would have been more than cut in half. This time around, I'm not assuming a blow-off top or anything. It's more of like, I have the total crypto market cap in mind, and then I have a lot more data that I'm putting together for where I think this is going to go. So whether it's a blow-off top or not, I think my targets are going to be, you know, there will be plenty of hits and plenty of misses. Then the misses will be I priced it too high. Other ones will be I priced it too low. And it's one of those things where I think ballpark generally, my targets are going to be pretty decent. So why is Alephium a low conviction call, but you still see $90 price prediction for the bull? Sorry, I don't understand. It's a low conviction. Thank you, Passive Income Visions. It's a low conviction call because it's not that I'm not bullish on Alephium. It's more so that my price target is low conviction. You know, $90, that it's just, you know, could it 30x, more than 30x from here? I think it can, but I hold that loosely. Other ones like Pendle, I keep going back to Pendle. I have a lot of confidence in Pendle. You know, when I made that video, Pendle was at $3. That was a 19x. I had a lot of confidence at that time. How do you feel about Veracity? Still worth buying? It's okay, but I don't think it's going anywhere near my price target. Seeing some green. Yes, sir, Angelfish. If I were in the software industry right now, I'd be pivoting to crypto or AI. The future is bright in both. I agree with you, Brandon. Yep. How do you feel about, all right, let's see. Forta or Math? I don't know about any of those. Do you think we see 58K or 70K Bitcoin first? 70. I have been saying I don't think we're going to see 58K Bitcoin. Arrow or LRC? I would say Arrow, Anek. LRC could, you know, it did put in a higher high in 2021 from its 2018 peak, but it could be one of those things where it's a dinosaur. So I have a weird question. If you have crypto coins under BEP20 or BSC chain, can Binance freeze them? Wow, Daniel, I've never heard of that. I don't think so. Hey, Will. Oh, what's up, Will? Precipitate AI. No, I have no idea what that is. 47K Bitcoin gets you all scared to sell and I buy in. You think we're going to 47K, Brandon? What's a free tool to get price alerts for crypto? I use TradingView, but it only allows you to follow 30 coins at a time. Oh, man. I was going to say TradingView, but I pay for TradingView. I don't know. Yeah, free tool. I don't know. Bitcoin halving event will start 2 to 3 days. Your predictions is wrong. It will go to more than 70K. Razi, come on. You don't have to be like that. The halving historically has not, the halving itself has not been a bullish thing at the moment. It's bullish several months later. Could it be this time I'm wrong and we don't go by history? Sure, but you don't have to be like that. Do you like Van Reed? Don't know anything about it. Better buy now, Render or Pendle? I would say Render just because Render's down a lot more. Pangolin, PNG, again, just haven't really looked into it. You're welcome, JF. What do you think about the vault on LRC? They just released it. Uh-oh. I don't know what that is. I need to look into that. So many options to watch you live. Yeah, you know, for those of you who are not subscribers on TikTok, you can watch me live on YouTube, on Kick, on X, even on Facebook. Search World War Bitcoin, but I don't ever post on Facebook. I just go live on all these platforms. You can watch me live on Twitch. Don't ever do anything with Twitch except for go live. Stake ICP or sell? I would not stake ICP. It's an 8-year lockup. No way. Watching from Norway. Thank you so much, Khan. I'm glad you're here. He is following Bitcoin now. It's following Solana. If Solana tanks, it doesn't matter. Like there was one day this week that Solana tanked and there were a lot more buys of HEEHEE than there were sells, and HEEHEE still went down in price. Khan, all right, talk about that. Let's see. Good day, Damas. Could you give a Celestia price prediction? It's $67.55. AKZ, look into it. Okay. Do you have any info explaining why Suku has been active over the last month? I don't know anything about Suku. Before buying back in later in 2 to 3 months. So you think we're going to 47K and then you're going to buy back later 2 to 3 months from now? Is that what you're saying? Would you buy Solana at this price point or hold off a little bit? Man, Solana yesterday, you know, I had a limit order set. Well, no, I accidentally set the wrong limit order. But my limit order was $127. It went down to $126.75. I thought that was a great time to buy. Solana's now at $139. I think Solana, thank you, Wes, for subscribing. I think Solana is going to go right back and beyond. You know, it's going to go to $600+ dollars. So it's not ideal, but it works. What's not ideal? I have no idea what you're talking about. Do you know what Holo is? Holochain? I made a video about it. Not super excited about it, but Render or AOs right now? I think I would still say Render. Mark saying, no way, we're not going to 47K. I don't think we're going to 47K, but I'm open. I'm always open to possibilities, you know, if there's arguments presented that are reasonable. Pumping right now, get your people to buy, fake out, I don't know when, and fall down to 47K in 2.5 months, then up. I hope you're wrong. Wonder if AOs will do a 10x from current price. It could. You think Tau is at a good price to buy? $468. It's $468 right now. Man, Tau is all over the place. I think $468 is a great price to buy Tau. Yeah. Wow. Okay. If we went to 53K, you will sell till 47K. All right. You're welcome, Sean. Is Tau still good? Yeah, definitely. You don't need to be like that, so kind. I don't even know what you're referring to, JF. How come you're making the thing with HEEHEE next week already? I thought it was at a $100 million target. It was going down. Yeah. The thing is, we've been reaching out to people, to influencers for advertising, and then they'll see my wallet and they'll be like, man, I can't do it. Too much supply. And so the thing will help with that. That's why. 141 in YouTube. HEEHEE at 20 million. Zion video, not on YouTube, no. Yeah, Brandon, I see your logic there. I mean, I don't think so, but yeah, 47K is World War III, a Black Swan event. Since it's only 3 months, I'm buying alts right now. That's not long. Yeah. Are you still bullish on Chlor? Literally everything that I've talked about that I was bullish on at one point, I am still bullish on. I'm very bullish on Chlor. In 3 months, 1,141 people looking. I hope you're right. Thank you, Dan. X10 preordinated. Okay. I bought 30 Solana yesterday and DCing into HEEHEE. That's awesome, man. Why are all these people parroting the same stuff about 47K? I haven't heard anyone talk about 47K except for Brandon here. Yeah, Mark, there's definitely going to be a burn. Absolutely. But the question is, how much of a burn? And will I do anything else? Will I, you know, get a HEEHEE Volkswagen Bug or something like that? Or T-shirts? Still think quant to 1,000? Yeah. Arbitrum or render? Render. Sushi prediction. I don't think I have one. Let's see. Did I do sushi yet? If not, I should put it on the spreadsheet. Yeah, I don't have one yet. I will add that to the spreadsheet. All right. Yeah, Tezos was 560. Look, its historic market cap dominance is just going down and down and down. I think I was being generous with $5.60. Move to Puerto Rico and pay no taxes on crypto? Yeah. I'm Portuguese. I'm a Portuguese citizen. I have a dual citizenship in the United States and Portugal. I would move to Portugal if I did. Thank you, Chris. SHIB prediction 0.000229192. That is a 2.6x from its previous cycle top. Ondo load up time. I mean, Ondo's holding up well. I would say yes. What's the difference between Render and Render ERC20? They're just built on different blockchains, but they're always going to be the same price. Tau making a potential inverse cup and handle. That would be bad. That's a bearish thing. But let's see. Yeah, maybe inverse cup. Maybe an inverse handle. I don't think so, but I'd be buying Tau right now. All right, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be live for another 5 more minutes on TikTok for the members here, or for the subscribers. If you join my YouTube channel as a member, World War Bitcoin, we're gonna have a members only live stream today at 4 p.m. Eastern time, 4.5 hours from now. All right, so thank you all for your time. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see